Hey everybody, how you doing? Merry Christmas. So today I'm making a little DIY gift that you can make for pennies on the dollar. It'll cost you probably less than 10 cents each. So as you can see, got a cute little bowl there. This is a gift that you can give your prepper friend or your grandmother. How you like that? So basically it's a little fire starter. So got a little jute twine wrapped around there. That's for after you run out. This is what the finished product looks like before the wax. We were also going to do the waxing and show you, and we'll do a little burn test. These will last for about 5 minutes. So they're a great little fire starter. You don't have to have a lighter. You don't have anything. The very important part, these have got to be strike anywhere matches, or anywhere strike, however they say it. They're a little hard to come by. Make sure they're not strike on box. They won't work. The whole idea of this is you can do this on a piece of concrete or, anything rough. So if you're in a dire situation, or, like maybe a car or something and you're off the road, you see these people stuck for a couple days, there's something you can light off the rust of your car. So once again, strike anywhere matches. They have to be that or this will not work. So I'm going to give you an idea how to make it. We're going to use 6 matches. We're going to try keep them sort of flat. This is really tricky, and once I get the twine I'm going to let go of these, but it just seems to wrap a little better if you keep like 3 and 3 on top. Take your twine, hopefully, try to stay in the cameras, and you want to make this about the size of the match. A little bit bigger. So that's a little bigger than I need. You're going to leave a tail, but not that much. Make this a little bit smaller. This part's a little tricky, and you probably might have trouble your first time around tying this knot. This is a knot, by the way, that you could use for walking sticks, or some people like a knife or something. So anyways, that's a little hard to stay together here, to hold for you, the camera. That's about it. That's a pretty good little tail. Now that we got our tail, now that we got our little loop, try to get these somewhat straight again. Of course, it never wants to work on camera for you. And this isn't a have to do. It just stays together a little better, I think. If you make it flat. There we go. Make it flat. Once again, put your loop up just a tiny bit above the match heads. And then you're going to keep your... Trying to show you guys here. Can you see the loop? Can you see? Hopefully it's flat on there. That's the tricky part. Once you get started, it's easy, but kind of move it around. Once again, keep it in place. Now we're going to start. You guys probably can't see underneath, but the loop is underneath. You work your way up toward the loop. You're just going to wrap it. This is approximately 20. It may be less, maybe more. Once again, you can see my loop. So right now we've got like 3 wraps. We're just going to go ahead and count it. Don't worry if you got less or more. This is about what I found out. The piece is approximately 2.5 foot long. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. See, we're getting up there. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now I can once again straighten the matches up a little bit. There's number 20. Get your loop out. Take your loop. Sometimes it's easier. Hopefully you guys can see this. Take your loop through the back. You're just going to hold that. Now once again, keep your thumb up here on this loop. We're going to pull this little tail down here. It's going to tighten that loop. Watch this. Hopefully you guys can see it. See that little loop's getting smaller? And then we're going to pull it up underneath there. It's going to hold it together. Hold your thumb on it. You'll be able to feel it underneath. You want to go about halfway or whatever. Right now it's right there. Pull a little more. There we go. This is pretty much the done project, other than do a trim. I leave a little bit at the top. You don't have to do this, but I just figure you can fluff it up. If you guys have ever tried to light twine, it just makes it easier starter. Like you would rough this up once the wax. The end you can just trim off. So that's what it looks like. We make 6 of these in our case, and then we're going to dip these in wax, and then we'll do a test. They will last about 5 minutes, so it's definitely enough time for you to get a fire started, even in wet conditions, or just like I said, in your fireplace, instead of having a bunch of paper towels and newspaper and everything else. So that's it for now. I'm going to take us into the kitchen. We are actually also making a Jarl salve today, so we got some beeswax melting, and we're going to go ahead and dip these in the wax, and we will do a test once they're all dry. Alright, so I got 2 different ones. The one I just dipped, I think is a lot better. As you can see, you can fluff that up, that little end I was telling you about. You can also see the tips aren't too covered. This one's the one I just dipped right in there and poured in. So it's obviously going to burn a lot faster, but whether it was still light, that's the problem. So we'll see. We'll do these 2 tests. I think I would recommend just dipping it quickly. So I'm going to try these on some dry pavement. I tried them on the other ones and it was wet. Did not work so well. So unfortunately it got dark. I'm going to try like this on some dry. It's dry underneath our dock here. It was so wet, the first one did not work. So first, the one, can't see it, the one that has less wax. Sorry for this terrible camera angle. Let's try this. Okay, did work. So if you dip it, it will work. So we're going to let this go time-wise too in the rain. Don't go out. The wind blew it out. It's windy and rainy. It is a good test. Alright. Try this one now. This one's got a lot of wax. It's okay. I did light. Oops. Try to hold the camera. It's really windy. Rainy right now. Which I guess is the idea. So let it go. Obviously don't do it when they're pouring down rain, but that was lit again, as you can see. I think I would still recommend just dipping it. Don't pour it on there. We'll see how long this goes for. You can see the one that burns, or that has less wax, is a bigger flame. Burn a little hotter. So I did test them both. We'll see. I think the dip is definitely the way to go. Just a quick dip. I'll try to fast forward this on when I do the actual video. But I figure if we lit it, even if I start 30 seconds in, we're at over 4 minutes right now. definitely give you enough time to get a fire started. If you had some damp branches, you could dry out some twigs pretty quick. We're hitting 7 minutes right now. I've granted a cotton ball, do the same thing, and dipped in Vaseline or wax or the twine or whatever. The main idea of this one is the anywhere strike matches. In case you don't have a lighter or a ferro rod or some way to light something, other than if it's totally wet, you can light this on about anything with friction. Going on 8 minutes. I don't know how much I talked before I lit them. So obviously you can see the one with the less wax is going to go out first. Not by too much. So I'd take a quick dip. You don't need to overdo it. It was overkill on the other one. Guarantee it's waterproof. Okay. Oh, nope, still trying. Okay, so the first one is out. Well, a ton of wax is still going a little bit. We'll see how much longer. Doesn't seem to make a whole lot of difference. I would say it has to do with how much twine you have. What's trying? Oh, still going. That's 9 minutes, give or take. Still got a tiny flame. And it's officially out. Still smoking. Still could use the amber and whatever, but it's out. 9 minutes.